Hey coach, here's a smart idea I wish I'd known from day one of my coaching practice because it not only made me a better coach, but because it improved my client relationships enormously. The idea, a low-tech tool that is incredibly inexpensive and absolutely invaluable if you want to be the best coach you can be. Hi, I'm Ronnie Noyes, and I've been coaching for over 20 years. I've learned a lot about running a successful coaching business that wasn't taught in my coach training. I'm here to share those smart ideas with you to help you start or level up your coaching practice. One of those smart ideas is to use a plain old spiral notebook for client session notes. I know what you're thinking. A spiral notebook? No way. But hear me out as I explain the top 10 reasons why it works, why it matters, how to use it, and I'll share some real life results that may surprise you. So how does this low-tech tool make you a better coach and improve your relationships? Well, you'll actually be a better coach because you'll remember more details about your clients, their goals, their progress, and their successes than they would expect from anyone else, except maybe their mothers, when you handwrite your notes in your notebook. Plus, you'll hold the space for their agenda and sessions so well that they can just relax and be in the moment, trusting that you'll keep them on track. And you'll earn your clients' trust because using the notebook helps you listen better and remember more during the session. So your clients will feel deeply heard, understood, and valued. So let's start by answering the obvious question. Why a notebook instead of a notes app on your phone or computer? There are a lot of apps that work for session notes, from Evernote to booking apps to client relationship management tools, and I've used a lot of them. But they have their downsides and they simply don't deliver like notebooks. And before you judge, know that I love technology. I use it every day and have no problem learning new stuff. That said, here are my top 10 reasons for preferring spiral notebooks over apps. Number 10, a memory aid. Notebooks are a fantastic memory tool. When you talk to a lot of people day after day like we as coaches do, some of the details will inevitably run together or be forgotten. So it's up to you to get right back into the informed zone as quickly as possible for each session instead of letting stuff go or having to review detailed transcripts, which takes time as part of your session prep. That's a total waste of time to cover the same ground again and again in each session, asking your client basic background questions just because you don't remember stuff. Besides, the client's perception of the session should be that you're totally there for them, and you demonstrate that by remembering them and the details of their situation. Number 9, ad hoc notes. The notebook can also be a repository for client notes and information that are not part of a session. For example, more than once a client's messaged me outside of our sessions to let me know that she's moved or getting a divorce or achieved a goal we've been talking about, and so on. Some of these are going to, of course, trigger a personal note of congratulations or sympathy. Others are going to be simply reminders to update my client database or take whatever action I need to do. So instead of making a note on a random scrap of paper or on today's to-do list, I like to note such things in my client notebook. Then I can batch updates to my CRM or whatever tool needs updating, or do whatever I need to do with this information later. Another example, which makes me feel a little bit exposed. I use a page in the client notebook to write a draft of any personal notes I write before I write them on my note cards. I do this so I can edit the message and also so that I have a record of the note that I sent. Of course, I don't make a note of the things I send to all my clients, even though they've been personalized, such as holiday greetings or newsletters or things of that nature. This notebook is for personal communications outside my standard messaging to all clients. Number 8. Review before sessions. These notebooks are great for reviewing immediately before client sessions to remind you of where you were and what struck you about the most recent and past sessions so you're fully prepared for the current session. Of course, your session summary lists general topics and commitments or next steps, action items, but may not include small details that matter, that show you were listening and that you care, which is why I like to review both my client notebook and the most recent session summary to prepare for each coaching session. Number 7, no connectivity issues. When your session notes are on an app, you risk not being able to access them when you need them. If you've ever lost internet access right before a session or found that your app was undergoing maintenance, and so your notes are unavailable, you know what I'm talking about. It sucks. But a notebook still works even if your internet doesn't. A notebook doesn't have connectivity issues. It won't matter if you've changed apps or if your power goes out and the only thing that works is your phone. You've still got access to your notes if you're using a notebook. Which brings me to my next point. Number 6, 100% control. Unlike electronic tools, such as a notes app on your phone or computer, your notebook is always 100% in your control and is not subject to catastrophic tech failure, accidental deletion, or loss when upgrading or changing tools. But I didn't always know this. For the first few years of my coaching practice, I did use electronic note-taking tools, such as practice management apps, but it was always a hassle. Beyond the friction of typing during client sessions, there were tech issues. 2 of the companies went out of business and I had to download all my old notes, which took forever. One app I used simply went out of business with no notice, taking all my client notes with it. Now, I'm not a Luddite. I use a suite of client management apps, and I have an electronic archive of session-related files for each client, including client prep, session transcripts, and summaries. But none of those have the content that I keep in my notebooks. Number 5, notes to myself. Notebooks are perfect for reminders to myself, such as any actions I've promised during the session, like sending resources, tools, or whatever, or something my client mentions that may be significant later, such as a preference or situation. For example, I've had clients mention that they have issues with particular words or phrases, so I make a note in my notebook, highlight it, and add it to the front page of their notebook. A little more on this later. Number 4, details to remember. Writing also helps me remember the new information for the session, such as updates to the agenda, specific goals for our time together today, and how much time we want to allot to each agenda item. Because as the coach, it's our job to manage the time and make sure the client's expectations are met. And you need to know, remember, and implement these decisions during the session. Without the notebook, you may not have a visual reminder to keep you on track. And why overload your short-term memory and risk forgetting something important during a session when you can just write it down? Number 3, what doesn't get said. Even when I record my sessions and get a transcript, which is all the time now since I no longer do in-person sessions, handwriting notes is perfect for noting what doesn't get said aloud in sessions but is important. The client vibe, my impressions, my ideas, questions I want to ask, or topics I want to circle back to in this or another session. Number 2, builds trust. Taking notes by hand with pen and paper is quiet and discreet, so it doesn't interrupt or distract the client during the session, or leave them wondering if you're multitasking. This builds trust. Clients know you're focused on them and their session, not something else. Not multitasking, because multitasking is not cool, and your clients know when you're doing it. Oh yes, one of my clients told me that her former coach actually told her that playing games on her phone during sessions helped her to concentrate. Okay, maybe, but my client 100% didn't believe it, and neither do I. And if your clients don't trust you, the coaching relationship is in trouble. Number 1, relationship record. The notebook is an excellent record of your relationship with your client, of things that may not be captured elsewhere and never has to be downloaded, uploaded, or copied when you change tools. So let's say you accidentally delete a client's history from your booking app. You'll still have a complete list of all your sessions by date in your notebook if you need it. You'll also be able to see just by flipping through a few pages how things went with your client in recent sessions instead of opening and searching file after file. Quick story, I once had a client who insisted that the coaching process accomplished nothing. He never prepared goals for the session, so he didn't have prep documents in his file, and we met in my office, so there were no recordings of the sessions. But I took notes each session in my notebook about his goals as well as his accomplishments, whatever he mentioned during the accountability portion of the session, and so on. So when he complained, I gently reminded him of what we'd discussed and how much he'd accomplished according to my notes, which I had right there in front of me in a single notebook. I didn't have to rely on my memory or his because I had it right there in writing. It was actually kind of amazing to see him page through my notes and watch his face as he read them. He got a little choked up and he asked me for a copy of the notebook, which I gave him. He must have found it valuable because he started keeping a notebook of his own. It was a powerful lesson for both of us. You know, our clients don't always track their progress or even notice it because their progress is so often incremental. But as a coach, you'll see it and be able to remind them of how far they've come. And it's especially powerful if you've got the documentation at your fingertips. So that's the why. Let's talk about the how. I recommend using a dedicated notebook for each client who buys private or individual coaching. The reason I suggest having a dedicated notebook for each client is so you don't have to page through all your client notes to find the most recent session notes for a particular client. This is really handy and makes looking up the most recent session a breeze. So even if the last session was like 6 months ago, it's right there in the most recent page used in the notebook. But isn't a separate notebook for every client going to get spendy? The good news is that spiral notebooks are very inexpensive, and you can buy them in bulk, especially if you get them during the annual back-to-school sales. I bought my first bundle of spiral notebooks when a local store had an amazing back-to-school special of 10 single-subject notebooks for $1. I bought $5 worth, that's 50 notebooks, and a new habit was born. Now, I actually started handwriting notes fairly early on because I noticed how distracting typing was to my clients. Before I used notebooks regularly, I used individual session sheets that I created to capture my notes so that I could transfer them to my client management tool. My complaint with session sheets is that they require more work, either an extra step to file in a folder or the time and effort to type up the notes in an app. I actually thought I was being pretty clever when I started keeping notes in my Rocketbook, you know, the erasable notebook that you can just take a picture of a page and save it as a PDF. But again, way more work without the same convenience. What kinds of notebooks work best? I use lots from little pocket notes to A4 because they were cool to the full size, but there are 3 that work best for me. One year I used half-size 5x7 notebooks and I love them, but filing them can be a bit of an issue. Same with steno pads and composition notebooks, which I love for taking to conferences and meetings, but not so much for client sessions. No matter what I try, I always come back to the good old standard 8.5x11 notebooks. And the main reason for that is storage. I haven't kept hard copy client files for many, many years other than my session notebooks. I don't have a fancy filing system. I just keep them in locking file drawers, alphabetically, my last name. Now let's talk about the best way to set up the notebooks. Obviously, you get to set up the notebooks in the way that works best for you, but I'll share my process so that you have a place to start. I like things super fast and easy. I start with a white mailing label with the client name and place it vertically on the top left of the notebook cover next to the spiral wire. This way, the notebook can be filed spiral spine on top and it will fit in standard file drawers. And it's easy to see the name on the notebook without having to pull out the whole notebook from the drawer. The inside front cover or the first page of this notebook includes the client name, email, phone number, and anything else I want to remember about them, such as their birthday, business name, reason they chose to work with me, their big goal, whatever. This is also where I note specific preferences or significant milestones, which is why I leave 2 pages at the front of the notebook for this information. Now you can handwrite all this or print it out and staple it to the inside front cover, whatever works for you. Of course, I have all this info in my client CRM, but having it in the notebook is super convenient because all the basic info is right there at my fingertips when I need it. So that I never have to think about what to include for each session, I use my old session notes sheet as a de facto checklist to follow when setting up each page for every session. I like to use a single page per session, and at the top, I make a note of the client name, whether or not they've turned in their prep, which usually forms the basis of our meeting agenda. Then I note the date, time, and length of the session, such as 9:10:25 at 10 a.m., 45 minutes. Then I make a note of the session location, which tells me if I'm making a recording, and also helps my memory. If this is part of a coaching package, I make a note of which of how many, so 1/4 means this is the first of 4 sessions in a package. Then I check the front of the notebook to remind myself of anything specific to this client, like they hate the word empower or, whatever. I might also jot down stuff to ask about or acknowledge, like special events such as it's their birthday or something else that I see in my socials or client file. Then at the bottom of the page, I leave a space to note that the session summary, transcript, and recording link and whatever else were sent to the client. What sort of notes do I take during the session? Usually the first thing I write down is the timing of the sprints we do, how many and how long, as well as any notes on the agenda that we're going to need. For example, a client may want to spend 5 minutes on accountability, 15 minutes on brainstorming, and 20 minutes on optimizing plans. My clients trust me to remember this information so that they can concentrate on being in the moment. When I write it down, I can see it, and that visual reminder helps me remember and keeps us on track. This is especially important if the agenda changes from their prep, or if we put together the agenda on the fly because they didn't have one until we got together. As I mentioned before, I take notes about a lot of general stuff, what's not said, what I want to remember, and so on. The experience that I mentioned earlier about my client who read my notes really stayed with me, and this has helped me understand the value of these notes to the client relationship like nothing else. So that's the deal with session notebooks for individual coaching clients. You may be wondering, what about notebooks for groups, masterminds, group coaching, live courses, or series? Excellent idea. I use dedicated notebooks for groups as well, so one notebook for each group, but not for the individuals. That's because my group notebooks are really more about tracking attendance, managing the meetings in real time, such as the order in which each participant gets focus time or masterminding or when they arrived. And the type of notes I put in my group notebooks could be things I want to say to the group, like reminders of upcoming deadlines, when the new content or tools are available, and so on. And of course, I'll write notes to myself about resources or requests, my own action items, or just stuff I want to remember. Another difference is that for group work, typically I don't send individual follow-ups, but I do post the meeting recording, the transcript, and the basic summary in the course platform, and often a link in my client Facebook group, so my clients are informed but not bugged by yet another email. So that's it. Don't underestimate the power of pen and paper. It might just be the most important tool in your coaching toolkit. A simple notebook can elevate your coaching relationships because you'll remember more from session to session, be more prepared, and deliver a deeper, more personal client experience. And your clients will love you for it. What do you use for notes during client sessions? Let me know in the comments below, and remember to subscribe for more practical coaching tips. Thanks for watching, Coach. I'm Ronnie Noyes, reminding you that today is a great day for coaching.